My traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, the dawn is breaking on the stage that holds our final destiny. And so my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, the show must go on. And on today's show, I think we have again some sort of relationship thing going on, because whenever this deck wants to come out, I know for sure. There's something going on with like someone's relationship or incoming love or something like that. So we'll see, because we have been getting some nicer romance energy coming out for people. So let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Appointment. Well, we've got some kind of destined event here. Canon event, cutscene, unskippable cutscene. Engagement, marriage proposal. I don't know that it's that. Appointment seems like it's more the thing here. If that thy bent of love be honorable, thy purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow. So it's not marriage, there's a fated event, a canon event upcoming. You have an appointment with someone or something. Ooh, a dark deal. Oh my Lord. Wrong decision, incorrect direction. I pay thy poverty and not thy will. That's so interesting, in accordance with like Crowley's ideas on the true will. I pay thy poverty and not thy will. When people are doing things that are not in accordance with their true selves, when it's a dark deal, paying someone's poverty, and not who they really are, like acting from like a weird place. Dark deal, secret help. Somebody here, there's something going on. There's something going on like, either you are going to reject some type of like weird crap, like you're going to clock it and reject it. And secret help, that could be with the help of like guides or your patrons or whatever you're working with here. I don't know. There's a lot here about like someone had a date with destiny or has a date with destiny, and I don't know that it's especially great, but it seems like whatever like the dark deal is, whatever sort of nefarious thing is potentially going on here for yourself or for another person, it is going to be like rejected. We might have a little bit of a false offer here, but I see whoever this is, whether it's you or another person, sort of standing in your truth, like you're not going to fall for this. You're not going to fall for this, whatever it is, if it's indeed something that is more nefarious. But I don't know, that could be someone like, I don't know, before I say anything more about what that potentially is, let me get more cards out on the table, look under these decks a little bit more. Because at the moment, the story could go either way. All right, well. The mature man has shown his face. We have two cards, adjudication, marriage, occupation. I'm seeing somebody making some sort of like decision or trying to weigh something out about like this marriage or whatever. Seems more like it is a partnership. Well, it seems like someone is like deliberating on whether or not they should travel to, and that like travel, I mean, this person could be in another location, it could be in different areas, or it's just a matter of like you're in different neighborhoods or whatever. Travel to is just like come towards you. Someone is deliberating whether or not they should travel to another person to like, yes, get into some sort of relationship with them, but it has something to do with the type of work that you do and potentially the type of work they want to do or that they do as well. So this is some sort of like, at least on the surface, potentially some sort of purpose-aligned partnership that someone is envisioning with another person, but I don't know what that dark deal is, because those narratives on this channel like come out in a few different ways. And one of them is that whoever the person is who's coming towards you, like the viewer, the collective, about like a purpose-aligned partnership, they have dealt with like fake people and like dark shit like in their past, and so that's what's got them hung up in approaching y'all. And the fact that like they will have people in their ears saying like, oh, that person's like crap, like deal with this person, and the person who they're trying to direct whoever this is towards is actually the terrible person, and y'all are like fine. So something like that. Privileged lady, and then what was at the bottom of this deck? Patience. It is my will, the which if thou respect, show a fair presence and put off these frowns. So this is just like, don't know, exercising patience, being patient with someone, taking your time, not rushing into anything. Okay. All right. So we have somebody is going through something. Like what it feels like is whoever is moving towards y'all, it feels like a career crisis, or like it's some sort of crisis they're going through. Not like it kind of has to do with romantic relationships, but this is more like somebody who had a lot of enthusiasm for something that they were doing in the past has kind of lost it for some reason. And like they're seeing somebody else like very deeply in their purpose and enthusiastic about it. And so like they're feeling drawn to this person. Like they are, they've like lost their way. Like both this like Ace of Cups and Ace of Swords in the reverse. With this deck, sometimes I will like take reversals because obviously they have like the little reversal message here. This is somebody who's like, they have lost the way. Do you know the way? They have lost the way. But it seems more like a creative thing, a purpose thing, or a career thing. And like I'm saying, they are trying to find the way. Do you know the way? That's what they think, you know the way. And I just think that they have not had the best judgment about the community they have surrounded themselves with. In some way, whoever this person has surrounded themselves with has kept them in this like King of Swords in reverse. Weakness, manipulation, misuse of it, like something weird. Something weird. And like I'm saying, they're looking at another person as she know the way. Or he know the way. They know the way. And so they are sort of like, I don't know, they're sorting out a bunch of stuff like in their own, like delayed stuff, like stuff that like it should have been done with a long time ago. And so they're sorting it out now. So they are shifted in a position of actual strength to make the move that they want to make. Yeah, because whatever they're looking at in their lives right now, they're looking at it as a bad investment, and whatever actions that they're taking in their life right now, it is to get them into like this Chariot, Knight of Swords energy. So Knight of Wands energy, so they can make that direct move, something that they think is a lot better. So right now they're in this sort of planning. They're in this sort of planning stage, and I'm getting this with a lot of the energies, okay? Because they have to sort this stuff out. They're in a planning phase, but it's like sort of like they can see the way. They can see the way even if they are not currently like on the way, and that is allowing them to get on the way, if that makes sense. It's sort of like, oh, there's the way over there. Like I need to get over there and start doing what this person is doing. Yeah. So they're willing to come in and like say something about something. Hope you're getting a lot of clarity from this read. They want to say something about something, but they're doing something right now that's preventing them from doing some other things. There you go. That's the read. We got a little more. I don't know why I have to shuffle this 3 times, but I do. But I do. Queen of Wands. I'm hearing good Queen of Wands. Good Queen of Wands. Yes, this Queen of Wands is some sort of arbiter of change for this person's life. We are dealing with a good witch. Perhaps not an actual witch. Distilling liquor, strategy, expertise, double-edged sword. No warmth, no breath shall testify thou livest. Oh, playing dead? Main female. Oh my God. So the distilling liquor, that's like the poison that the apothecary, well, yeah, it's a poison. It's the poison that the apothecary makes to give to Juliet. So she appears dead, but she's really not. And this is so she can eventually like actually get married to Romeo, but we all know how that turned out. But there's something, let me look at what this card is. Oh, see, like the devil, like, I don't know. There is something that like a particular person is hearing or getting from someone else they are listening to. Strategy, expertise. It's less the double-edged sword. There is some, like what I'm telling you is like the person who is dealing with like weird crap. They're listening to someone, they're looking at someone who they're looking at that person and going, they know the way. And so that's the expertise and strategy. And whatever this main female, because it's like main female that's with this distilling liquor, this potent, because it's like the poison is the medicine. There's something about that. This person might be some sort of alchemist or something like that. Either an actual alchemist or like an energetic alchemist. And there's something about that rose, symbolic, the rose, the red rose, the white lily, the black dahlia. I don't know. There's something about what this person, the person who's coming towards you, is learning from someone who is allowing them to get out of some sort of bondage. It's allowing them to see very clearly what it is that has them off doing. So now I have, this is already flipped up, this mature man. This mature man wooing. So yeah, seek, search, encounter, chase. So now this person, this is the person, the mature man is the one who wants to come towards. So like I'm saying, this main female could very well be the collective here, even if you are not a woman. It just means that somebody else is acting on you. You are not necessarily acting on another person. It is this person who is technically the player character because they are the ones taking action. Wooing, seek, search, encounter, chase. What ladies that which doth enrich the hand of yonder knight. So this person, whoever they're listening to, who's giving them this clarity or enlightenment on their situation, they are looking at that person as someone who is a source of enrichment, who, if they become closer to this person in some sort of allyship, friendship, relationship in some way, that this person will continue to enrich their lives, perhaps like even more than they already have. So let's see here. Justice once, yeah, this person, but what they're going through right now is this sort of like, this is like the justice almost is that main female, whoever that is. This person is saying something with that sword. They're like saying something that is pointing out this person's like messed up situation. But what it is also causing this person to, like I said, that main female might be an alchemist of some sort. What it is causing this person to do is see. Like, I now see, and yes, that's painful, but ultimately once we deal with this pain, once we deal with that, then you can transmute. You have to move through it to transmute it, not bypass it. So right now this person is, what, in the Negredo? I don't know, probably not, but they're at a particular point in their own inner alchemy where they need to be either alone or at least not dealing any more intimately with whoever that is. because they've got to, like, that transformation process requires some sort of solitude. If you try to incorporate outside parties into that too soon, it'll mess up the whole process. You can't, no. This is delicate matters. So step forward, accelerate, bring forward, make progress. Oh, calm, dishonorable, vile submission. So like this person, once they do this, once this part of their process is complete, their inner alchemy, or at least that step of it, they will make the step forward into the family room. That's like creating more intimacy with someone. If you've never met this person before, this would be someone like introducing themselves, perhaps trying to become an acquaintance or a friend. If it's somebody that you already know, they might be trying to establish deeper bonds of intimacy. Yes, with this Queen of Pentacles, someone who they feel, that's this main female. Whoever that mature man is, they consider this main female like a source of enrichment. And there is something about Libra here, but it's like Libra is Libra and Scorpio. This mature man is currently within the position of Libra and Scorpio because they're like deep in the feels, right? They're like deep in their own psyche and shit like that. And so it's just like, oh, there's like this transformation happening here. And then once this part of the transformation is done, they have to leave kind of those two energies in order to get more, like they have to kind of leave the Scorpio and move more into the Libra before they'll be able to make that step forward. And also there would be something energetically about that mature man, whoever they are. They would not be able to establish intimacy with that main female alchemist, Queen of Pentacles, Justice, if they have this energy on them. Because whoever that person is, they're going to clock it, and they'll just, like, they'll respect the person, obviously, they'll treat them with kindness, but they will not establish intimacy with that. Like, new. So, okay, let's move into some details here about, yeah, see, this person's like, they have to go through this before they can make that step forward that they want to make. So let's get some information on whoever our main female Justice, Queen of Pentacles, is. And then we'll do the same for this mature man. Like, I'm going to kind of look at... Okay, our main female first, then we'll move on to our mature man. And like I said, this person could be elsewhere in the world or the country or the city from you. They are also in the position of learning right now in that library. They are also alone in a room. So, like I said, so who is this? The main female, the Queen of Pentacles, the Justice. Okay, well, it's whoever this person, this is somebody who's offering something as well. It's something material. Well, you know what that almost reminds me of? This also reminds me of like the sacrament, the wafer, the Christ wafer, the Christ cookie. That's what that reminds me of. But like metaphorically, because what that actually means, the Christ cookie in Catholicism, when you are receiving communion. When you receive communion, that is symbolic of intimacy with God, intimacy with the divine forces. You are like physically communing with God, Jesus, however, but it's a symbol, right? It's a symbol that is not a symbol. Because technically in that moment, like you and God are doing it, okay? You're doing it and you're doing it all together in one big room. With lots of other people, you are taking the body of Christ into yourself. So to become something other than what you are, or to remind yourself over and over and over again of who you are. And that has nothing to necessarily do with Christianity, other than that particular type of ritual that tends to replicate itself over and over and over again in lots of different lineages and practices is kind of specific to Christianity, at least in that form. So whoever that main female is, they're doing something like that. I'm not saying that obviously if it's a woman, it's not a priest within the Catholic Church, but like they are offering something that is reminding people or this particular person of who they actually are, which is far greater than whatever situation they have currently created for themselves or found themselves in. That's part of who that main female is. This is a very determined person, this main female. They're a very strong personality. Jesus, they have a lot of like, this would be like, I guess, command over their own life, or this is very much like this is like alignment with the Tao. Like they're able to be in this chariot energy because they work directly with like the greater Tao. And so like what it might look like on the outside is this person is actually doing very little, or they're doing something very simple, or perhaps doing nothing at all. And yet like massive changes occur around this person because of like what they are aligned with. And like I said, they would be passing that on to other people who like are consenting to it, obviously. Yet like something, this person also might be a hard worker. What's that 10 of Pentacles? Because it doesn't seem like an energy blockage. Or maybe it is a blockage. They could help people with blockages, or they themselves are blocked. That doesn't seem correct. Or this is like, oh, there's something about this person's work. Yeah, okay. Is this an outside perception, or like, is this like, I think this is an outside perception. I'm gonna get one more card on it. There are people it seems like there are people who like don't want this person to be doing what they're doing, or what they feel like is like there's something going on here with how that main female works or what they do. Like I said, it might look like they're not doing anything, but like somehow like all this crap is happening. There are like external people or forces or something watching this person or listening to them, like seeing them somehow, and what they think is like this person is withholding. Like here's the thing, this person, whatever they're doing, they're telling the truth. They're saying exactly, like this person doesn't have any secrets is what I'm saying. Like whatever this person does to achieve whatever effects that they have going on in their own life, they share this. They're like, here it is. And it's like there are these people kind of watching this person going, that can't possibly be all it is, because I'm watching the results that this person is able to do to themselves and do for other people. And there has to be something that this person is like lying about or concealing, because there's no way it is just that simple. That's what people think. And these would be people very like resistant to whatever this person is saying as well. Because what I was getting at the bottom of the deck, when I was saying like there might be people who don't want this person to be working how they are working, it's like, it's people who are resistant to like almost seeing their own position. Like how they've created stuff. Like it could be that that person is trying to get like people, encouraging people to like take accountability. They might be saying like, while you are not totally in control of like every single thing that happens in your life, right? Even if you're taking accountability, even if you have like certain knowledge or whatever, no one like just eliminates every negative thing from their life. Like people can still get sick, people can still get into car accidents, things like that. And still have like great spiritual knowledge or be really positive or whatever. But like there might be something that this person is saying about accountability, and like you have had a hand in like if it's a pattern of negativity in your life, in some way you have had a hand in creating that. So you need to look back, like when I say review the tapes, you need to look back at that to establish what you can do going forward to not create that again. That might be something that's like an example of something that someone would be very resistant to, who is still very much stuck in like, all of this is just like happening to me. Like there's no like reason for it, or like this just happens to me. It's just like, no, like if it's a pattern, it's not just happening to you. The reason why people get resistant to stuff like that is because usually why things are just happening to them, or like they don't want to take accountability or something like that, is because like the source of the thing, the core of the thing is in some way usually when they were children, when they did not have like power or agency, when they were completely at the mercy of like greater forces, horrible things happened to them. They were victimized and they never worked through it. And so they have stayed inside that victimized child that things just happen to, which is the reality for a child. But if you never come out of that valid mentality for what happened at the time, you get into victim mentality, like as an adult, which is not appropriate for an adult if you want to have a productive life. But it gets touchy and complicated because the reason why that person is in the headspace in the first place is because of something they literally could not control. That was very terrible. The Empress. Somebody thinks this, like whoever that main female is, whoever this like Empress, main female, Justice, Queen of Pentacles is, they think this person is like, it's not lying, like not lying about who they are. It's just that they think like this person, it is whoever this mature man is, there is something that like what this person also thinks, and why they want to come towards this other person is because they think that like there's got to be more to it than this, or there's got to be something that this person is not telling me. There is something this person is not telling me. And so I want to know the secret. I want to know this person's secret. But like I'm telling you, I don't think that main female Justice, Queen of Pentacles person has a secret. I think they're saying whatever it is. And it's just like this person is like, yeah, we got a stronghold. That person's in a mental stronghold. They're coming out of it. And it has something to do with the community that they are with or were with, that they are now shifting out of. Yeah, to get into this, like I said, there's like that forward movement. But like I said, there's something going on here, shifting with this person's relationships, their community, potentially even their own family. So what is this? This is the Eight of Swords is connected to that grief card. Eight of Swords, Five of Cups. What is that for this mature man? Yeah, this person is in like some form of recovery, potentially isolation, while they're dealing with all of this stuff, while they're calibrating, loading screen. Yeah, like this kind of like this reversal, like this is just not good. Whatever this is not good. That Three of Cups, no good. And this person was dealing with it. I don't know, this person. And then this Nine of Pentacles person, like what the hell? This was like if this is a man, this Emperor, they were surrounded by like potentially a lot of negative like women or femme energies. That even though they were the Emperor, like they were trapped. It was just like, they were trapped somehow. This person also could be in some sort of recovery for an imbalance of substances they were using. It's people. Partnerships, people, this person might have been having like a lot of partners, a lot of sex, but it would have been very like, I don't know, vacuous. It's just like, to me, that's a lot of like one night stand energy, like weird situationships, things like that. That just like 5 of Cups peaked again. What's under here? Yeah, Knight of Wands in reverse. Like this person was dealing with a lot of like, and then crying over that 3 of Cups. This is like a lot of like just stupid relationships, being very, very careless with their own sexuality, which is dangerous. And like, I didn't even see what flipped up. However this person was behaving with other people, like sexually, casually, it created this tower in their life. So that's how like they created some of this. What about this Emperor here, this mature man? Yeah, whoever this person is, like they're in a rapid stage of healing. Very rapid, and that tends to be very intense. Like it's a good thing, but that's intense. That's like a lot of like very, very intense discomfort all at once. So yeah, it might go quicker for you, but that tends to be a lot more painful. That's why I tend to be like, you want to do things kind of gradually for the most part, like just because it tends to be the least destructive overall. But if you want something fast, you can have it. It's just like, it's going to be way more fucked up generally. Doesn't have to be. And then yeah, this Hermit, this might be this positive influence. Let me get one more card on this. I'm not sure. Because I'm just saying, it's like, oh, this person knows the way. These people don't know the way. This person knows the way. So I'm going to listen to this person over here and follow them and also seek them out. Though I'm not sure, obviously, yeah, this person, they're just like, they're carrying a torch for whoever that like main female is. But it's like carrying a torch because like whatever they've been listening to of that main female, whoever that is, they have been applying whatever that main female has been saying or suggesting, and they have been watching how it's been playing out in their own life. And it's like they're getting some sort of more like positive result here. And so they want to learn more. But there's something about, like I'm telling you, there's still something about this person like thinking like there's got to be more to it than this. Like it can't be like that simple. Something like that. Okay, so this family room, step forward, and Queen of Pentacles. Whoop. Okay, what's happening over here? Well, there's our step forward. This person, whenever that process is done, this person's going to move to communicate with this High Priestess. Okay, so like whoever this person is, the main female, this person, Justice, let's talk about how that person's been represented. So we have the main female, which, okay, whatever. Justice, Queen of Pentacles, Empress, High Priestess. That's crazy. Hopefully that's the collective. I would like to think that that is the collective. But I mean, you know, we have lots of people in the collective. I like to think we also have dick witches in the collective. But spec ops dick witches, not the sloppy ones, okay? Oh my God, Justice is back out. High Priestess Justice. Queen of Pentacles, Jesus. Page of Cups. So yeah, this person, whoever this is, obviously, because that's a very, I'm saying an attractive force. It's attractive in that like, how knowing and like, I'm telling you, like the High Priestess is very like, there's that thing. It might not be that this person thinks like the main female High Priestess, whoever, is lying, but there's something like, I guess, mysterious about this person maybe, that's likely coming across as mysterious because this person like just doesn't have the same perception or awareness as the High Priestess. And somebody can literally be telling you to your face like exactly what it is. And because that person just hasn't had like the awareness expansion yet, they can't see that that is just the literal truth. So like even if you're telling someone the direct truth about something, they still need to have, like, they still need to go through that inner process themselves so they can actually see it and understand it before they'll be like, oh, there is no secret, rainbows. Like, that's kind of like what's a little bit going on here. But we've got two cards of like communication here, Knight of Swords, Page of Cups. And I'm going around again, like, just to look at this. And then we'll just get our final advice outcome. Because, I mean, this seems like, so we know at the beginning, the person who was dealing with the dark shit was whoever that mature man is. Knight of Swords, King of Wands. Look, this person is likely attracted to this person as well. But like I'm saying, King of Cups. This King of Wands, like, the way they're approaching this other person is with some form of, like, reverence or respect. Because it's sort of like, I think this person either wants to live more like this other person, or they want to do a similar sort of work, or they want to do like, or they are in fact someone who like either used to do a similar sort of work. I don't know. The Hierophant, this is just like, this is like someone who like wants to walk the line. They want to collaborate with that High Priestess. There's some, like, but it's not, like I'm telling you, it's not really coming across to me as straight up, like, a romantic relationship. Because even in this, like, in the cards that I pulled from the Romeo and Juliet deck, wooing did come out, but this is all striking me as someone who is hungry for, like, knowledge of some sort. And so that's the main reason why they're coming to this person. Not because they, like, want to go out on a date. Yes, just how do you, like, this, it's about how you balance that sort of energy. Like, how you know, like, how you stay away from this, how you recognize it. Like, it's something about that. What is that? Yes, because, like, this person, whoever they are, this person is showing King of Wands, King of Cups, and when we have them come out as the Emperor, King of Pentacles. So this person has like a lot going for them, and they likely have a lot within their material environment. But whatever way they were dealing either with, if it's a man, other women, they were entertaining things that were like potentially draining their finances, draining their energy. If it's sexual behavior, you know, that if you're not being careful and healthy about it, that leads to illness and disease. So the devil energy that this person was in, while this person might be like the Emperor, King of Pentacles, there were more like dark aspects of that showing on this person. And it wasn't working for them. At one point, it might have been working for them, and then it turned on itself. And that's potentially what this person could not have seen, how this thing that they were enjoying at one particular point in their life, distilling liquor, how like the liquor became poison, now becomes medicine. It's sort of like this person doesn't really understand that sort of process, perhaps. And they're looking to like establish themselves as like the full emperor, like the healthy emperor. They want to learn to fish. They want to learn to fish. How are you making those fishes? How are you turning water into wine? This Page of Cups is, yeah, this person's got a, this person has to, this is addressing like that communication, whatever it is not going to occur. Like this person has to leave, like they're like dealing with, like I said, that Five of Cups is something very like painful. Like it's good, but it like this radical transformation for this person is like, it's putting them through some shit right now. It's putting them through some shit. So they have to contend with that. Ooh, Five of Swords. Like I'm telling you, this person's dealing with things. And they have to deal with all that before they can come and like talk to that like Queen of Cups, whoever that is. Whatever that person is going through also might be a form of judgment for behaviors that they had in the past, but I'm not even delving into that because as you can see, when I was trying to get more information, like mature man, the devil, the 5 of Cups and things like that, we didn't get very many details on, like, even when I was delving into it, like negative, it was very like general, right? It was something that this person was doing with people. And it's sort of like, when that happens, when I don't get a lot of details about like the more negative aspects of a person, it doesn't need to come out in the read. And also what that means is it's sort of irrelevant to who this person is right now and who they are becoming. But the point that this person is in right now is sort of like tenuous because it could still collapse in on themselves. That's what I'm saying. I don't know that this person is actually going to be able to contact or move towards whoever it is they want to move towards because someone can fail it's not guaranteed that someone's going to move through all that stuff. And like what I was looking at, 10 of Swords, 9 of Wands, 9 of Swords, 5 of Swords, like that person is contending with a lot of things that very well could defeat them. Okay. So it'd be hard for any reader to say whether or not this person is going to come through or not. We can look at what the energy says right now, but like, I don't know, that's just a very delicate phase. It's a very delicate phase. So let's see, final advice outcome, and we'll get some Jesus on it for this person. Seems appropriate because we've been getting a lot of like Christ shit coming through. This person will likely be successful in some way. At least they've been successful in realizing things. They are looking at what they want to do. Like I said, right now, it's sort of like they have not, whatever this stuff is that they are currently like, they're contending with the reality that they've created. They are passing through that, which looks like shit. But they have to completely pass through that in order to turn this world like this, in order to actually have it close out and for them to be able to move in the way that they want to. And right now it's kind of like, maybe, hopefully this person gets through. They're fighting a good fight, whatever it is, they're fighting. Yeah. They're contending with it. And it looks like that is either like them relying on whoever that like, that justice person is for the continued support as they move through this in some sort of way, or that is them coming out of that fight, this struggle, this painful thing that they are dealing with their life. And they are taking, it's them. Within the energy right now, as the energy stands, it is likely this person will win their battle. They will do their inner transformative work. And when they do, they will then take action towards this person, whoever this is, for something. It is likely that's the energy as it stands right now. Let's see if we can get some sort of timeline. I'm hearing a yes on that. We can look at a potential timeline. But like I said, take all timelines with a grain of salt. That is very shifting depending on what this person is dealing with. Oh dear. It is not 8 years. Let me look at this. Oh, they're chastising me again with this like, it's the same message, and it has to do with astrology, and I don't fucking know. And they're saying, they're directing me to that, yes, it does have to do with astrology. So the last time, let me pull another card on this before I say what I'm going to say. Okay, it's dependent on this person's work, obviously, and right now they are getting like secret help. The secret help that this person is getting that we saw at the beginning of the read, the secret help is whoever this main female Empress Justice person is. It's likely the people who are around this person don't know that this person is like listening to whoever that High Priestess is. And that's why they're like changing things right now. But the High Priestess, Empress, main female Justice, that is this person's secret help. It's not a guide. Though essentially that person is acting as a guide. So this has to do with no dash. No, my dash. You can't have that. Yes, I can give you a scratch, but you can't, please don't do that. She likes the strings on these bags and like, I'll lose them forever. And I want to put my decks back. This does have to do with this person's work, the timing on this person's work. As it looks right now, when I pulled this card, there is something about, and I don't know what this is, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm not an astrology person. There is something about the first decan or deacon. I don't know how that's pronounced. The first deacon or decan in Virgo. First deacon Virgo. This also has something to do with like 8 cycles of a particular thing. A lot of times that means like these pentacles are moons, and I have gotten that message with this card before in other reads. It's sort of like 8 full moons or like 8 cycles of something within the stars. Let me look at the rest of this stuff. No, it's something about Virgo and something about 8, something about the stars or planetary bodies. Earth. It is kind of slow, whatever it is, to be real with you. But like I'm saying, it's clarified by this like 9 of Wands, which, like if I was just reading the 8 of Pentacles as a timing card, that's like technically 8 years. It's not 8 years, what this is saying, because this is like 9 weeks. Besides talking about the work that this person is doing on themselves, this is also saying this does not have, the weeks is saying like, the Wands is saying it's faster than years. It's not dash, literally, dash. Dash is being crazy. She wants to be fed, and so she's acting up on the table. I'll put this right here for a second. Right, so I'm just saying, like, the timeline is very nebulous. It has something to do with astrology, but because I have poo brain on astrology, because I don't really favor it, I can't give you. It doesn't matter anyway, like, don't worry. I'm covering for my own limitations. You shouldn't be worried about a timeline anyway, collective. Like, okay, like, release that to the universe. It has nothing to do with my education or skill. It's y'all, okay? Like, y'all just need to, like, relax about timing. All right, let's get Jesus on it and get out of here. Okay. Jesus always wanting to come out in 3, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Jesus says, nothing shall by any means hurt you. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus. What else does Jesus say here? These are the true messages. Your Father already knows your needs. This is so interesting. Your Father already knows your needs. Be happy, yes, leap for joy, for a great reward awaits you in heaven. I will come back and take you to be with me, that you also may be where I am. This is like, these two right here, Your Father already knows your needs, and be happy, yes, leap for joy, for a great reward awaits you in heaven. It's not in heaven. It's in heaven is like, this is the energy of like whoever that main female is, because that's very much like your Father already knows your needs. Be happy, yes, leap for joy, for a great reward awaits you in heaven. That's like someone who's talking about like God in the sense, because it could be a Christian person, but they're talking about all you need is God, which if it was me talking about that, I would be saying wholeness or fulfillment. And yes, the Tao, like as long as you have the Tao, as long as you are in line with the Tao, which being in line with the Tao is being in touch with yourself, your true self, who you really are. That is your connection to that. Like a lot of other things like don't matter. So that this person could be talking about this in like way more of a Christian context or another type of religion. And someone hearing that, like, especially within that, like, give it to God, or all you need is God, or something like that, can be very, like, that's very confusing to hear to a person, because what that sounds like, unless you're explaining it energetically, is just like, give up agency, like, don't do anything. And it is not that. It is not that, which is why, like, that language of just like, all you need is God, like, all you need is Jesus. It's like, please explain to people what you mean. And the thing is, they don't, like, most people don't actually know what that means. They just don't require anything deeper. And so they're going to rely on that, like, very shallow aspect. But someone who, like, is more intellectual, you cannot tell that person, oh, all you need is Jesus. Jesus saves. Like, they're going to, like, you can't just tell that to somebody and expect them to really, like, be with you on it. You've got to, like, explain it to them. What it actually means energetically. And so this is some of what this person is saying. They're talking about acting from a place of wholeness and fulfillment, being in alignment with God or source or whatever. And it's confusing this other person, even though when they take this person's advice, they're getting results. So this, I will come back and take you to be with me, that you also may be where I am. They know the way. Do you know the way? Yes, they do. So, my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, I am, of course, your GM, your eternal game master for this, the game of life. And I am, of course, also the greatest magician of the age, and perhaps the greatest magician of all time. And together, you and I will perform the greatest magic trick of all time. We will reverse the polarities of the world, make America great for once, fly this boat to the moon somehow, shift the world onto the mega happy timeline, leaving it a much better place than it was before, because we are, my traumatized babies and mentally ill Barbies, crawling on the planet's face. Some insects called the human race, lost in time and lost in space and meaning.